Hi, I'm Brianna.
And I'm Akira.
And you're watching
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Well, PBC is at it again. And they are coming back with not only Thurman versus Danny Garcia, but they have a string of great title matches starting from December to March. At least these are the fights that are already announced and official now. We already knew that Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia were most likely going to fight each other after Garcia gets past Sam Vargas, but now it is official. Keith Thurman will be facing Danny Garcia March 4th, and that is a big fight. That fight will be on Showtime, associated, of course, with Premier Boxing Champions. That's a big fight. That's a really, really big fight. And before we get that fight, PBC is going to be putting on some more big fights. We have, of course, Carl Frampton versus Leo Santa Cruz, the rematch. On the undercard, you have Jesus Cuellar versus Abner Mares. And then in February, you have the return of the problem Adrian Broner going up against Adrian Granados. That is a great matchup right there. The fact that Adrian Granados, he pulled off a major upset by knocking out the master, Amir Imam, and now we get to see what Adrian Broner does with this upset-minded fighter, Adrian Granados. That's a good opponent, and that's a good look for Adrian Broner. Now, getting back to Thurman versus Garcia. Guys, I really see this as a competitive fight for as long as it lasts. I truly believe someone is getting knocked out in this fight, and it will most likely be Danny Garcia. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Danny Garcia doesn't get knocked out, but I see him getting hurt in this fight. I definitely see Garcia getting hurt in this fight. But at the same time, I've been telling you guys for quite some time, I truly believe that Danny Garcia is underrated. I believe Danny Garcia is underrated. I believe he has an enormous amount of skill. I believe he'll go in this fight being very, very cautious of Keith Thurman's power, and that's going to help Danny Garcia in the fight. But eventually, I still see Danny Garcia getting caught. It looks to me from watching the Lamont Peterson fight, the Zab Judah fight, it looks to me like Danny Garcia, he slows down in the championship rounds. He won't be able to do that against Keith Thurman. Now, don't get me wrong, I see Keith Thurman getting caught as well, but I just feel Keith Thurman, he will take the shots better than Danny Garcia will. You have to remember, Danny Garcia, he moved up in weight. He's facing bigger, stronger lions now. This is a very competitive fight, guys. Very competitive fight. I think because Danny has the reputation of being this cherry picker that people, they automatically associate that with his skills. And, you know, you have to distinguish the two. Danny Garcia, he may have taken some fights that, you know, didn't make him look good. But when it comes to skill, Danny Garcia is a very skilled fighter. I like the way Danny Garcia, he nullified Zab Judah's left hand when he was fighting against Zab Judah. He pretty much took away Zab Judah's left hand the entire night, or at least 3/4 of the fight, until, like, once again, we got close to the championship rounds, and all of a sudden, Zab Judah, he finally landed that left hand, and he started to give Danny Garcia, I should say, some problems. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes down. Even in the Lamont Peterson fight, it was interesting because I thought that in the first half of that fight, Danny Garcia was actually outboxing the boxer Lamont Peterson. But then later on, Danny Garcia started to slow down. Lamont Peterson started to get a little bit more aggressive, and you started to see Danny Garcia unravel just a little bit. So this fight against Keith Thurman should be filled with all types of drama. We'll see what happens, guys. Once again, it's on Showtime, March 4th, on PBC. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
I am Vasil Lomachenko. You're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.